Hi all, welcome to Diversified Cryptos. My name is Lakal. So today let's quickly have a look at the Bitcoin price action. So in my last video we talked about Elliott waves, and I was expecting a bigger bounce towards maybe about 5k or around 5.5 or something. So looks like we have probably have to do a little bit of an adjustment here. Looks like third wave hasn't completed at that time, so we probably have to bring it up to here. So yeah, and now we can say like, okay, maybe this is where 1 2 3, like, it wasn't supposed to be, because we made a lower low compared to what we discussed in the other video. So the previous video, the low used to be somewhere here, but now it's gone below that. So that's why I had to do a bit of an adjustment. So but either way, we it's a minor adjustment, like it's not a big deal, like, because when it hit like 3600, I thought that's the bottom before we see another leg up. But looks like, we've gone below that, and I think today we've seen, like, Bitcoin hit around like 3200 or so. So because of that, I need had to do this minor change adjustment. So because Bitcoin made a lower low compared to what we've seen when I was recording the previous video. So now there's more evidence for a leg up compared to a few days ago. So basically what we were expecting, like, this is wave 1 2, wave 3, now it's completed. We're gonna, who knows, it can go further down towards 3000, but let's say, looking at what we're seeing right now, it's completed for the moment. If that's the case, there's a high chance of, we're seeing a leg up towards 5500, or even towards 5k to 5500, because of one reason, because of Bitcoin shorts. So if you look at it here, Bitcoin shorts are at a all-time high right now. So every time we've seen Bitcoin short means, like, more people are betting that Bitcoin price gonna go down. So when more people are betting on Bitcoin price gonna go down, completely the opposite could happen. Like, that's what we've seen throughout the year. So, like, for example, here you can see it hit like a old closer to 3800, 30. It was the Bitcoin shorts were sitting around 3800, 3900 or so, and then we'll see like a sharp decline. We call it like a short squeeze. So meaning more people are betting a Bitcoin price to go down, but the exact opposite happens, right? So, and we've seen it like happening many times. So we've seen it all times here, and then we've seen a drop, and we have seen it hit all times here, like around 40,000 or so, and then we see like a massive Bitcoin price. So when this one goes down, it means Bitcoin price has gone up. So it's the complete opposite of what we see on the charts on the Bitcoin price section. So when it here, we can say Bitcoin hit like an all-time low, or Bitcoin hit like a lower low, and then next thing is we've seen like a massive jump in Bitcoin price section when we see like a short when it drops from 40,000 to 20,000, 21,000, there was a massive surge in Bitcoin price. So it's the complete opposite. So this is inversely correlated to the Bitcoin price action. So right now, and we've seen it happening many times. So we've seen like all-time highs here, and it slightly went down, went back up, and then we should, like, short squeeze. So we've seen, like, hit like a higher high, and then we've seen, like, a short squeeze. And right now it's hovering around, like, all-time highs again, meaning looking at the past, it might not happen, but looking at what we've seen for the past year or so, we might see, like, a massive short squeeze, like a leg down towards who knows, like, or 25,000 or 20,000 or even 30,000. If we see that, because this chart is inversely correlated to Bitcoin price action, that means, like, we've seen a Bitcoin a leg up and if you look at the charts right here, so that's exactly what we're expecting right now. So we can come to a conclusion, yeah, maybe it has completed the third wave, but we could not see we could not say it exactly here, because it has to be a bigger leg up or towards 5k, like than what we've seen right here. That's why I had to do a bit of adjustment. So now, given that we have Bitcoin shorts at all-time highs, there's a more chance we're seeing a massive surge in Bitcoin price towards above 5k, towards 5,500, and then we might see another leg down towards 1,500 or so. That's what we are expecting. So there's more evidence, like there's a more probability for us to say we might see a massive leg up. One reason because of Elliott waves, right? And the second reason is Bitcoin shorts at all-time highs. And so that's that. And I want you to have a look at this Bitcoin chart as well. So yeah, even so, this is someone did a Bitcoin price action analysis on tradingview.com. So I'm just looking at his chart. This is not one of my charts. So this one I'm gonna use this, like to talk about Bitcoin volume actually. So even this guy is like expecting a possible bounce from 3,100. So today actually we've seen Bitcoin hit around 3,200 or 3,150 or so. So we've seen like a week going towards this level. So there's more probability we might see a leg up towards 5,500 or 5k or so. We already talked about it. That there's something else I want you to have a look at it. So let's have a quick look at the Bitcoin bear 2013-14 bear market, and let's try to compare what we're seeing right now with Bitcoin 2014-15 bear market, right? So we had a massive leg up, like a massive spike, so which is similar to what we've seen in 2017, right? And then it kept on, so it was so bullish, and then it was bearish. The price was coming down, and see it dropped probably so 150. It dropped probably about like 60-70%, and then had a massive leg up and it dropped. But what I want you to focus on this volume. So this is the volume candles you can see here, right? You can see volume candles here. So if like for us to say, okay, the bear market is finished, right? It's looking at the, if you're gonna look at the volume candles, this is where the bear market ended. So if you look at this volume candle, this massive volume candle here, that's where exactly the bear market ended for 2014 and 15. Right? And then there's a consolidation period, and then we've seen like a massive green candle here. That's the sign, that's the signal to say, okay, we're gonna start a massive bull run, right? So see these two candles, see, like you can see a lot better now. Look at this volume candle. So we have like a massive sell-off, and then volume dropped, and then again volume spiked, like this massive green candle. So I mean, there's a massive sell-off, and then there's a massive buy orders happen in 2015, and then we will see like a bull market starting from there. But right now we haven't seen that yet. We need to see a bigger sell-off. So that's why we are looking at Elliott waves. That's why we want to see Bitcoin goes up to 5,500, and then if we see like a massive leg down towards 2,000 or 1,500 with a similar candles and a massive sell candle, a volume candle, then we can come to a conclusion, okay, looks like the bear market has ended. So if you look at it here, See, we had a bigger volume candle, but it is not as big as what you've seen in February. So February sell volume candle is bigger than what we've seen recently, when Bitcoin price dropped from 6,000 to 3,000. So that's why we tend to believe, like, Bitcoin might surge back up to 5,600 or 5,500, and then we see like if we see like a massive candle bigger than this. So if we see a massive sell candle somewhere up to here, right, bigger than this, or something similar to this, and that could be an indication, okay, maybe we are done with the bear market, and then we'll see price consolidate for some time, and then when we see a massive green candle similar to this, so similar to this massive green candle, volume candle, okay, then we can say, okay, maybe that's the start of the bull market. Unfortunately, we haven't seen that yet. That's why we had to rely on Elliott waves, and depending on that, that's why we're expecting a leg up towards 5,000, and then a leg down towards maybe 2,000 or around 1,500 or even 1,200. If we see that, we can come to a conclusion. It could happen in, like, in a few hours. It could happen in a day, or within 6 to 12 hours. It could be like it can happen. It could happen really quickly, and then we might see, like, a leg up towards. Who knows, after that, if you see like a massive green volume candle followed by a massive sell volume candle, that's an indication that we are about to start another bull run. Yeah, so that's it for today. So it's very interesting looking at this one. Like, it looks like Bitcoin price gonna surge when we look at the Bitcoin short. So every time it went up so high, around 40,000 mark or so, we've seen like a massive Bitcoin short squeeze. Yeah, so looks like we probably gonna see Bitcoin surge, maybe overnight or maybe during the weekend. And that's it for today. So thanks for your time. I'll talk to you in the next video. So yeah.